welcome to Another Look, a film podcast where we go back and discuss a filmmaker's body of work, from their hits to their misses, and as well as genres, eras, movements, and everything in between. In this week's episode, we're going to look at streaming horror movies. Spooky internet. I'm Ian Killian.
I'm Jordan Muchino.
Nick Creekbaum.
Ben Riley.
And, hey guys, welcome back. It kind of feels like a while.
It does feel like a while.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
There's a little haze.
Yeah, just
A little
busy.
fog over this.
The colors are changing on the trees.
The weather has changed significantly
Yeah.
since the last time we've been here.
Yeah,
So,
Even though it's a
chilly.
nice warm, it's a warm day outside now, but
yeah, it's weird. Nick doesn't care about the weather. He's just sort of
Like
bouncing
shaking.
around.
Yeah.
He's got the shakes.
Yeah.
So, Nick, what have you watched?
I watched Dark Blue, which is a movie that I really like a lot, and I rewatched it after a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Kurt Russell being, in
Just
my
the
opinion, the best version of Kurt Russell that you can be.
I saw that a while ago.
I swear you didn't see it. Now, what do I know? But I don't think you did see it.
Maybe I'm getting confused with another movie.
I think you
Narc?
are.
Maybe
That's with
Is
Ray
he in
Liotta.
Narc?
No, that's with Jason Patrick and Ray Liotta.
I definitely get them confused because it's that like dirty cop type of shit.
Well, yeah, that's what this movie, and I'm glad I watched it right now, and not that I paid much attention to what's going on in the news, but it is. I feel like it's really relevant with the stuff that's happening today with the cops beating people down and police brutality and stuff like that, because it ties in with it takes place back in '92, and it ties into Rodney King.
Yeah,
And all that stuff, and police corruption and all that good stuff.
so
But
is he a corrupt cop?
He is, but
He's cool.
I won't spoil it, but he's
cool.
He's cool.
in
corrupt
a
cop?
in a wrestling term, he goes from heel to babyface at the end, and it's badass.
I do not know what babyface means.
He turns
Good
good
guy.
at the
Okay.
end.
We should talk. We should review movies in a wrestling.
Yeah,
terms.
we should. But
I need to learn some.
yeah, but I really like this movie, and if you like Kurt Russell, and if you like action movies, it's not too much of an action movie, but it's more of a crime drama.
Somebody
Dirty cop
important wrote it, right?
Not
To say anybody's not important,
Yeah.
but someone significant to us.
Damn it, I forget
Yeah,
who.
It's
James Elroy, but then he was his name was
Yeah,
taken
yeah.
off, and it was
yeah, he probably fucking. Hates
David
it.
Ayer. David Ayer wrote it,
I don't
never
know
mind.
about
and
that.
it does
Yeah.
kind of feel like a David Ayer movie, but not as douchey as you guys would expect.
Yeah.
Who directed it? Anyone of note?
Oh, and you love Scott
Ron
Speed. You love Scott Speedman.
Shelton, I
Yeah,
think?
Ron Shelton did.
Ron Shelton. Yeah, yeah. Scott Speedman is pretty cool.
Yeah,
in it.
David Ayer wrote the script.
and Brendan Gleeson is really good in it.
Cool.
Bing Rames.
I mean, that's
But
good. That's a good cast.
I don't
yeah.
think did we watch it?
I'm sure I suggested
wouldn't have
to watch
watched it on
I've
my
loved
own.
it since I
I
saw it in
I
theaters.
definitely have seen like scenes of it, but I don't.
I saw it in theaters since
remember it.
when I was a kid, and
Yeah.
back then I didn't know about all that true shit, and I still liked it. But
Yeah.
anyway, I'd recommend it.
You recommend it? Great.
Yes.
What about you, Jordan? What have you been watching?
I've been watching the Phantasm movies, trying to
Ooh.
watch them all. There's a new one coming out, and J.J. Abrams Bad Robot just released a little
They have something to do with it?
the not the new one, but what's the word? They restored the original one in that.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Has been talked about a lot lately.
Yeah,
but
I've seen that around.
so I'm trying to watch them all so I can watch the new one, which still has Angus Shrim. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name,
He's
but
not gonna. Fight
he's an
back.
old tall man who unfortunately just died, but he's been a tall man for a very long time.
Yeah.
And those movies are wild. They don't make any sense, but they're a lot of fun. 4-barrel shotguns and
Yeah.
little critters.
I remember laughing
attacking
at
you.
that like in 8th grade.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never seen those
Yeah,
movies.
I don't think I have either.
I own the first one. Still haven't seen it.
I don't.
figure.
I could see you liking like the second one more because that's more of like a B movie ish and while like it's Don Coscarelli, who I don't know if you like his kind of sensibility with like Bubba Hotep or John dies at the end and stuff.
That shit doesn't get me too much, but
I understand that. I think Phantasm is on a different plane a little bit than those movies, but
more serious, right?
well, a 4-barrel shotgun is not
Well,
serious.
yeah, but okay. When I look at Bubba Hotep, I think
Yeah.
I thought that was a movie, like a comedy as a kid, or like.
it's not a comedy.
Oh,
Like
as a
horror-ish
kid, I didn't
comedy
think it was
sorta.
funny because it's like dry or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
And I was just
Tongue
like,
in
this,
cheek
this
type
like
stuff.
bored
Yeah,
me.
for sure.
Yeah, but I bet I want to check it out again because
Me too. I haven't seen it in a while.
I've been meaning to watch Phantasm though.
Yeah, check it out. Maybe you'll like it. They really don't make much sense, but they're
That
they're
doesn't
very
matter to me.
They're very
Yeah, we'll hear
surreal,
about
wild.
about
I'm
that
definitely
soon.
interested to hear what you think about it because it goes in different directions than you might expect. Ones that don't make sense.
Ben, what have you been watching?
Well, it's October, so I've just been watching a lot of horror movies, like a lot of people. But I checked out, this was on a blind buy that I bought it, and I ended up not really caring for it too much, but it was Stuart Gordon's Dolls. Has anyone?
No.
I have not seen that.
I think that,
I like it.
you know what? I think I just found out that I am not scared at all by doll toy movies.
Mm-hmm.
They
I-
just
neither am
don't do,
I.
they don't do anything for me though. It just feels really stupid when I'm
Like,
watching.
why
it.
couldn't I
Well,
fight this type of
Yes.
thing?
Do you like Chucky? Child's Play?
Telling you, man, watch that again.
I like
like
the
Charles?
first. Like I like
Yeah.
them, I guess, but they don't really scare me.
Wait, did you say Charles?
Charles
that's
Lee
his,
Ray.
That's his formal name.
If you
Chucky's
rewatch
a nickname.
Child's Play,
I mean, I like Child's Play,
If
but I'm
you
just
re-
talking in general, like as a genre. That's not something that really gets me.
No, I agree. I think
I thought Puppet Master sucked.
see, I like that
That's
one.
like
Demonic Toys.
toys.
When I was watching Dolls, I was hoping that was the movie that we watched that clip of.
shit your pants?
But it wasn't.
I've always been terrified of dolls, but none of the movies have done it for me much either. I don't even think Child's Play's that
None
good.
of them feel
Chucky,
like real.
Scare-
Chucky
I really
is
don't.
more
Dude, the
scary than
first
some
Child's
of them.
Play.
But
Yeah, Chucky is scarier than the actual movie. But I do remember something that I remember a lot is this real vague scene from like a Tales from the Crypt episode or
Yeah.
something with a doll, and that used to just terrify me. If I watched it again, I might feel differently, but that's in my head.
Usually, yeah, when you think about
Yeah.
the villain, the bad puppet guy is scarier than the actual movie.
Yeah,
I really,
content has never been that good.
Yeah.
Chucky has one. Child's Play has one really great scene,
When he
like
jumps
when
on
he
her.
when he jumps on Seventh Heaven Lady. What's her name?
Catherine Hicks.
Yeah, Catherine Hicks. Like for the first time, and she's just like shaking up.
Yeah.
that part's awesome.
we
but-
laughed about.
Yeah.
we laughed about that.
Yeah.
A lot.
I think that movie holds up. I really do.
No, when you
You don't think?
No, because the voodoo shit or it just doesn't work. Like I'm not scared of a person who was transport. Like the fact that we get to see him as a person before he goes into it, I think kind of
Ruins it.
ruins the mystique or like the.
I still like it.
Yeah, you're allowed to.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's an awful movie.
I'm
I think-
talking genre
Yeah.
is what I
Subgenre,
discovered
you
that
don't-
I'm
Yeah.
just not
Puppet
really
horror.
into.
Yeah.
Doll
like-
horror.
In Krampus, they use like some. There's
Yeah.
like, but like I like Krampus, but like that's also not. It's like a horror movie with like comedic elements,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's not why I'm watching it for like the dolls. It's
Yeah.
just
right.
like that Twilight Zone episode with the little doll. That's not scary either. It
You're
just
d-
doesn't
you're a
do
doll
anything for me.
purist. You want?
Yeah.
Not really though, because I don't give a shit.
There was a Goosebumps episode with the
Yeah,
dummy,
the
Night
dummy?
of the Living
I
Dummy.
mean,
Yeah, that shit annoyed
Yeah,
me. In
but-
the
Oh,
movie.
that stuff spooked me
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
What's his
Fucking
name
take
in
the
the
doll, stomp his head in, and there's nothing he can do. It's
And
done.
It's so funny with Night of the Living Dummy. Like he's not like his evil stuff is like
Slappy.
smash a plate.
Yeah, his name is
Yeah.
Slappy.
and I'm gonna blame it on the little girl.
Did
And
you
like,
see Dead Silence?
No,
by
I didn't,
James
and
Wan?
I-
You got to see it.
And I bet you it won't scare me.
Well,
I don't think that's a particularly good example, as far as I can remember.
I
do like
Movie
James
scared
Wan,
the
but
shit out of me is it when I saw it.
oh, the trailers used to scare me.
yeah,
The doll thing
dolls-
used to scare me.
dolls
Yeah,
scare
they
me.
really
I was a
did.
paranoid fucking
Yeah.
kid.
Whatever.
Annabelle.
Their target was always kids in movies too.
Yeah, oh, they got me.
Yeah,
Not my
Annabelle
thing.
sucked. God,
Well,
I loved
2 is
Annabelle
back,
so much
baby.
more than The
what
Conjuring.
a disappointment.
and The Conjuring 2.
What a
like
disappointment.
Annabelle.
I hope Annabelle
Do
2
you
is good.
actually?
Yeah, I legitimately thought Annabelle was a better movie
I
than
didn't
The
check it
Conjuring
out.
and The Conjuring 2, and I know I'm very much in the minority.
For sure. But you know what I'm also very excited about, which is random? Ouija 2.
I never saw
I
Ouija.
think moments of that trailer worked, but I thought some didn't.
don't wanna
I
see
have a
that
little
shit.
bit of hope. And Ouija 1 was really bad.
I never
really
saw it.
bad.
Yeah, I want to say like the trailer's better than. Yeah.
Yeah,
What shit were you watching?
Well, I actually like past week I've been watching a lot of horror movies because I'm in the mood, but nothing that like I mean, I watched like Reanimator, which is great, and Misery, which is great, but I don't really want to talk about those.
Well, then don't.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's not.
So I've been watching The Sopranos again real hard.
Yeah.
I don't.
A lot of people are rewatching The Sopranos right now.
Yeah, somebody brought
Flashback
that
to
up
episode
again.
Yeah.
What's that?
I think that's a flashback. to
Yeah, episode 1. So I'm on season 5, and I actually like. I really Steve Buscemi's in it, and he's so good in it. He's trying to be like this reformed. He went to prison for like 20 years, and he's back. And it's just such a good storyline, and I really care about the characters. And like, I think there's one more season left, so you can sort of see like the downfall of this family, and it's really entertaining. Also, I've been reading a lot, so that's what I've been.
Don't
been
do
up
that.
To. Been reading.
Didn't get me anywhere.
Ed Brubaker's new comic book called "Kill or Be Killed," and it's about a guy who sells his soul to this demon who well, maybe I don't know if he sells his soul, but he has to kill people to stay alive, and he kills bad people, and it's
That's
like,
the dude that made Incognito.
yeah.
Which
Yep.
who was that just signed on to do that?
The guy who did Don't Breathe.
Oh yeah, Fede
Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Okay, I did
So-
see that.
Really
That's
cool. Yeah.
We talked about Incognito.
Yeah.
5
Yeah, a long
years
time ago.
and I was obsessed with it. So that's exciting. I think that has like cool style. It's a good mix. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to lately.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how all the I don't read a lot of comics, but the few that you've gave me that I've read have all turned into movies.
You read
know?
Archie comics and shit, don't you?
That's being turned into something, isn't it?
Is it?
Probably a TV
CW.
show.
Archie
or
versus
something?
Predator.
I'm sure you guys saw the screenshot of the Emoji Movie.
Oh my god! Are
There's
you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. The
Well-
poop emoji has a bow tie.
The what?
It's gonna make money.
Well, I've been hearing
Why
good
don't you
reviews about Trolls.
I don't think Trolls looks
I'm not
that bad.
seeing
I didn't
shit.
watch the trailer, but I won't see it.
I'm not
Come on,
seeing
it's
that.
my most anticipated.
Oh bullshit.
I've been.
You know I'm gonna see it.
You see
Oh, I know
everything,
you'll
though.
see it.
I'm not gonna watch Kevin Hart.
Then Nick, why do you have an emoji tattoo? Well, we are gonna get into the actual movies. So, what did we watch, Ben?
All right, first we're going to be talking about Nightbreed, the director's cut. It was directed and written by Clive Barker. It was released in 1990 and stars Craig Schaefer, David Cronenberg, and Anne Bobby.
David Cronenberg.
The plot synopsis is a troubled young man is drawn to a mythical place called Midian where a variety of monsters are hiding from humanity. Rotten Tomatoes score of 36%, average rating 5.2 out of 10.
Really? 36?
Dude,
Why
it's-
do you think they
it
had to
doesn't
come
have
out with the
good
director's
reception.
cut? The theatrical cut wasn't liked as much.
Yeah, people have had
Well, I
issues
knew
with
that.
this
I
movies.
knew that the reasons behind why they wanted to restore it and find that footage to put it together, but I didn't realize. Oh, you're talking about the theatrical cut has a 36%.
That's
I
what
mean,
the Rotten Tomatoes critical
I bet
critics
you it's
are.
probably not much different.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I have no doubt.
Oh.
I do. I'm not saying I don't like it because I do like the movie.
Critic
I-
critic
I-
reviews don't
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
matter.
I feel like this movie is so, especially for the time that it came out, it could be a fucking huge blockbuster. Do you
Why?
feel that way?
No.
Well,
I feel like it
I
has
just think
every.
it's too weird.
I don't-
Unfortunately, people it's not like mainstream enough.
It
First
just
of all, what did I think I read? They had to cut the trailer 12 times, and they couldn't show any of the creatures.
Like why?
why?
Probably because they thought the creatures would make no one want to come see it.
Yeah,
First
really?
of all,
Yeah.
I feel like it's such a cool idea.
Oh, it's definitely cool.
Oh, I agree.
And I don't think I'm that much of a fucking weirdo to be in
I
the
think so.
minority.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think all of us are a little bit.
Like it blends everything that I want to see in a movie, pretty much.
Yeah.
It blends a
Oh,
slasher
it's
horror
everything
film
you love.
with a monster, like practical special effects movie with like
Fantasy epic.
yeah.
Which you love The Hobbit.
No, I don't love that shit about it, but I
You don't like the fantasy elements
No,
because
I-
I could see you not liking the fantasy.
I do like the
elements.
fantasy elements of this. It doesn't really. What
Because
I'm
I
about
think
to say
it-
makes no sense.
Okay.
I like the fantasy elements of this movie, but I particularly don't give a fuck about fantasy as a movie subgenre.
Because I think that is what this movie primarily is, more so than any.
I would
It's
say
like-
so.
It's like
yeah.
a dark
Like
fairy
it's
tale.
definitely
Yeah.
like at
Yeah.
least half and half.
Yeah, like
But I care about these monsters.
monsters.
Yeah. Do you guys, or am I alone? Do you think it does a good job
I don't
at
know
developing?
If I really care
I don't
them
care
a lot.
about.
I'm interested in them.
Boone.
Yeah.
I don't care about Boone that much.
know.
I care about their romance in a way.
I don't know if I do. I think the characters are
I think-
cool enough to keep watching, but I'm not emotionally invested in like the story.
I feel like this could have been something that could have been big back
You don't
then.
think it was? Wait, you think it? So you're
No,
still stuck
I saw
on.
it was a commercial failure. I saw
So
that.
you're still stuck on the idea that you thought this could be like a huge hit.
Yeah,
like a
it could
X-Men.
have it could have spawned, maybe a TV show. It could have spawned.
Well, it certainly
think you're
has a
seeing it
lot of
through
world
your
building
eyes or
and
something.
mythology.
Yeah,
that's what
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
talking
that's
about.
what
Like,
I heard they were trying to do multiple movies.
well, they
You
did
can
a comic.
tell.
They do a comic right now.
Do they?
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
I mean, it's probably is it based on any Clive Barker's writings?
It's a
Cabal.
book.
Yeah, a
Because-
novella,
Story.
a short
Because
book.
it
yeah.
fucking feels like it.
Well,
Because
he directed
Absolutely.
it.
everybody can it's like okay, let's get to point A. They get to point A. What's next? Point B. It's just like they get everything's like coincidental. They run into the cops or something, or David Cronenberg's serial killer happens to be in this field. Like everything is just like too matter of fact, and it's just
Like, why does David Cronenberg's character? What's his name?
Decker.
Decker. Want? Why does he
Yeah.
hate them
Dude.
so much?
yeah. There's motivation is.
I
kinda
understand.
weird.
I would
Did you
understand
explain
it
what the
if
movie was about in the beginning. Did I miss that?
Do you zone out every
I think
time
I
I read
did.
the plot?
Okay.
Yes, I read the plot.
I just wanted to
synopsis.
make sure
yeah,
because I got off and running
well,
pretty
what-
quick.
okay, it's okay.
It's just like it's just too like on a track or something like that where things are just like just happen.
When you say that, I agree with you.
And that's why it makes me think it's a book, because I think you can fill in those blanks that while you're reading a book, you use your imagination to get to that's why they're there.
Well,
Or-
they unearthed like
Yeah.
30 to 40 minutes of this footage, and what I should do is go back and because I have the theatrical cut too,
Uh-huh.
and I should go back and watch that to just.
I can't even
see.
remember what's
well,
different.
when I read what the ending was, it is honestly entirely different. Like
See, I
polar
don't know.
opposites.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I haven't seen the theatrical cut.
In the
a
original
while.
and in the theatrical cuts ending, spoilers obviously.
Spoiler alert.
For a movie we're not for a version we're not reviewing, Decker is actually brought back to life by the priest
Boy, I can't even remember that.
who
I
says
must
he
not have
wants
seen
to
it.
destroy Baphomet and the Nightbreed, and that plays that is in direct opposition to what we just watched.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, Decker dies at the end.
And the priest he's
No, he is chasing after. Because I wrote that down. I said the crazy priest of revenge plot ? Because
who's he chasing after?
he kills the cop,
Yeah, he hates the cop.
and then because the guy's like the cop's like, let me join you
Yeah.
to because he wants revenge on Baphomet,
Yeah, because he turned him into that
bald guy.
Yeah, he
Dump
turned him
that
into
shit
that,
on
but
him.
he asked to be. He also says, "Let me join you." To
Yeah,
Baphomet.
But I'm pretty sure he's like it feels super weird. The first time I watched it,
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be one of them. But at the end, he's like lighting fires, like this like other shrine on this dead body of Decker. Actually, it's actually of Decker.
yeah, because in the original cut, he puts Baphomet's blood on Decker and brings him back to life.
yeah, so
Yes.
he's putting the shrine around Decker, and then like the cop comes up to him and is like, hey, let me join you, and he's just like, he made me bald, and
the ending is so long to me, it starts to get a little convoluted.
It's super messy, like the berserkers or whatever those little.
Oh, one that yeah.
Oh yeah, to kind of overpower the.
Yeah, like
the,
that happened to be there.
You're absolutely right. To me, I have no problem with the way it gets there.
Yeah,
Besides the slashery stuff,
Yeah.
which I think kind of derails it.
That's what I like the most.
I re-
but
I
it's
re-
cool though, right?
Yeah,
It's-
I think like him killing that family in the beginning is pretty creepy.
That's
a cool
one of the best
scene.
scenes.
But I think David Cronenberg's character is completely moronic and stupid. And
yeah,
I
when
really-
he talks, it's,
I like the way I like.
he makes no sense to me.
no,
like
it doesn't make it doesn't make any. I was sort of seeing it as like an obsession.
Like,
but,
he- like-
but for what reason?
I dig his
Right.
performance in this movie.
I do too.
well, he's
he's like a chilling.
he's not an
like,
actor. So
well, he
as
feels
far
like
as
he's being in
acting-
a David Cronenberg movie instead of a Clive Barker movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is okay.
Like, I
you
think
know?
his line delivery is what it is, but I dig it.
Yeah.
It's very deadpan.
Did you
Yeah.
did you laugh at the joke when he says he has a gun? And then the cops comes up and says, "Where's the gun?"
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. But I love that first like attack of the family. It's so
Dude,
it's brutal and chilling.
When I
and
first saw this movie, I was like, holy shit.
that's what initially got me into watching this movie like a year ago, is when I saw like a clip or I saw The Mask or something. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that mask is
and then I
awesome.
watched it, it's like, oh, this is not what I expected.
I become more engaged in the fantasy stuff because there is like that darker element that's almost scary, where
Yeah.
you see it opens to the dreams of him seeing members of the Nightbreed
Yeah.
just like dancing around,
Yeah.
and you don't know what's going on. And then when he is in the hospital and he sees
Boone, you mean?
yes, Boone, the main character,
Yeah.
and he sees the guy who is desperately trying to
He
find
wa-
Midian.
He wants to be in mid.
He wants to be Nightbreed. I'm like fascinated. That scene is terrifying to
that
me.
scene
Cutting
is
himself.
good too.
Yeah, he starts ripping
Scalps
his face off.
He
Yeah.
scalps himself and stuff. And I think up to that point is like like damn good,
Yeah,
solid,
very
like,
good.
You know, then it just sort of goes off on the rails. But you know, I kind of even enjoy those moments.
I did too.
I still enjoy it for me noticing how
Many issues.
problems
That,
or
thing-
issues.
Yeah.
And I feel like the same way with like the Hobbit movies. You know,
well,
I
the end totally feels like the last Hobbit movie because it's just for
a
a
battle,
never-ending
you know?
fight scene that
And
I'm-
you know, I love watching it. It's fun to me, and that's why I'm watching.
Right.
It, you
Yeah,
know?
and the things that you guys are bringing up, I'm seeing,
Yeah.
and I agree with you guys. I still like it.
Yeah. No.
No, we all
I
like
mean,
it. I think,
I-
right?
I-
We all
I
like it.
Yeah. I definitely.
It's one of those things.
I love the part when Annie goes into what's it called, Meridian?
Midian, yeah.
Midian, and like that's when it's like a 5-minute scene of just monsters, just pure monsters.
Yeah.
That's all it is, and it's fun.
Aesthetically, it's got all the shit I like
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah, it has a great production design. It has
Yeah.
great
Yep.
creature design.
yeah,
all
no,
of that stuff is
I think-
fantastic.
I think the like the effects are great.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If that movie would have been made today, I don't think it would have been even as good because it would have fucking relied on CGI.
What was
And
that? It's like Avatar.
yeah,
It would have been fine, maybe.
I don't know. I like I think the practical effects look so much better.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you.
Well, you could say, I would say, this is kind of strange. They don't really have the same sensibility. But if I had to compare somebody in terms of design, it would Guillermo del Toro's
yeah.
movies would
Yeah.
be the ones
Yeah.
of today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're not too bad. Barker would have to still acknowledge what his creatures look like, and to him, this is what they are, not
Yeah.
CGI monsters. You know what I mean?
And Danny Elfman's score brought I thought brought the epic fantasy level to.
I think I feel
movie.
you, but there were some moments where I thought it was weak.
Really?
Yeah, but I do
Well-
like the choir stuff a lot.
To me, it sounds like
It sounds like all of his other ones from that time frame.
Yeah.
Ben and I were just talking
There's
about
like one
this.
spot that sounds exactly like Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like
exactly.
B-sides.
From Beetlejuice to Batman Returns, all that in between have a very similar feel to it. And
so those movies were score ripped off of this one, right?
No.
Wait, isn't this
Well,
older than both of those?
no, this came out in
Batman
90
Returns
or
came out
91.
after this. This is
90
90.
Yeah.
Oh, this is 90?
Batman Returns, the
Oh,
best
wow.
movie of all time.
I actually
came out in 1992.
I
that
thought
out
this
there.
was way older. I'm surprised. I thought it was like mid
Well,
80s.
Nick, did you read?
What?
Well, what's before we get into that?
What?
What monster would you guys be? What Nightbreed would you guys be? I'd be Moonhead, the pointy chin, pointy head guy.
Let me look here.
Yeah, let's look at Nick's shirt because Nick's got a Nightbreed shirt.
I see. I think Nick would be the.
Maybe the snake guy
yeah, you would.
Oh,
with the earrings.
yeah, there goes the
And the
neighbor.
short hair.
There goes the
Oh.
neighbor.
Well, I thought you would be the guy that like looks like Boone but turns around and it has like a pug face, or like the weird eyes.
Where?
He's not on your shirt, but he's in the movie when Annie's in the in Midian and she's like Boone, and she's looking for Boone and like he's wearing the same thing as Boone wears. And she,
Oh,
like,
you're
touches
talking
him
about
and,
like the lizard face or whatever.
and he turns around and he has like these like cat eyes and he's just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and he looks so fucking
He's like,
stupid. Yeah, he
Yeah.
looks so stupid.
I have no idea who I'd be.
oh, I'd be the little girl who goes out into the sun and turns into
Like a
Oh yeah,
puddle.
like a
Puddle.
David Cronenberg
Yeah,
type.
like-
Yeah,
Oh,
stretched out
Creature.
cat. or something.
Eraserhead elephant baby or
Yeah.
something.
Well, okay, so there's that like one, the motivation for like every character is kind of confusing almost.
I understand. I think that what they're going for a little bit is that this they're trying to build up the Nightbreed
Yeah.
as something that's different and better than
Yeah.
what the humans already have, and
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like what inspires them or motivates them to become that. But they could have done it more.
But like, okay, so Boone he didn't really kill people. He really didn't.
No, he was framed by.
Yeah.
So he thought
Decker.
he was bad, so he could be a Nightbreed, but they made him a Nightbreed anyway because the skin dreadhead guy
Bit him.
And
But there was
dreadhead.
those cave drawings of him too that
the
he was
prophecy.
like prophesized
Yeah,
to
but
be.
it was funny because the dreadheaded guy was like, you don't belong here, and then bites him, and then he joins them, and then I just like the leader is like, are they mad at Boone? I'm just a little confused on that.
Some
stuff.
very muddled mythology.
and Midian
sure.
seems super easy to get to and
Maybe
get
if we
in.
read the
Yeah.
book. Maybe if we read that.
No, I want to read. I want to read Clive Barker stuff because it's supposed to be awesome.
Yeah, do you like the Hellraiser stuff? You like Hellraiser?
Yeah. I haven't read this shit.
Well, no, yeah.
Well, that's not based.
I
Of
don't-
course I
Is
haven't read this
Hellraiser like? Do they have books too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
What
look
year
at
did
this.
the first Hellraiser come
The
out?
poster is flat out like a slasher.
87.
Yeah.
poster.
Like,
Okay.
This is interesting to me. If you look at this poster,
Well,
you
people
would have.
That
can't
no
see-
one
I
can
know
see.
people
see.
can't see the shit,
So-
but it looks like if you Google Nightbreed in images and you see the poster
With
with
the eyes.
wide open eyes, that looks like a fucking slasher movie.
Yeah, because
Part
the
of it is
studios
like
were
that.
Studios were like,
They
people
probably
aren't gonna
didn't know
see-
how to market this
Yeah.
movie at all.
So
Honestly,
that's what-
just I don't know. I think this
For
movie's
whatever-
awesome.
That's okay.
yeah,
That
yeah.
doesn't
but
mean
that's why
everybody
it's
else will.
a cult
Yeah.
hit because
Yeah.
a lot of people think it's awesome.
Yeah, and even though it's not.
Even though it is awesome.
I think it's pretty awesome.
No, it's some. I actually like.
I
the
don't know
more
why
I
you-
watch it,
And
the more I
technically,
like it.
I don't know why, because you guys are bringing up a lot of these things.
It has
that I
a lot
agree
of
with.
problems,
They're
but
apparent.
it's fun and it's
It has a
It's cool.
claim not because of its storytelling element, but because of its design.
It's
Yeah.
an atmosphere.
Yeah,
and, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I dig about it,
Yeah.
mostly.
yeah.
It just doesn't make sense, and that's okay.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
okay.
It's fun.
Yeah,
Now,
I
wh-
still enjoy it.
Now, what were you idiots going to bring up when I said about
Oh.
Batman Returns?
Oh no! What I wanted to bring up was Alejandro Jodorowsky.
Jodorowsky, yeah.
He said he liked this movie, but he says this is the first truly gay horror fantasy epic. What do you think? What do you think about that?
I understand why I can see that.
Yeah, Nick, do you see that? Did you see that in any
Really?
year?
I did not.
like,
I didn't really.
like how so?
what
Like
way?
just because of the relationship between Cronenberg and Boone,
I mean,
Oh,
like
well,
obsession.
Clive
I mean,
Barker
it's
has a
definitely-
lot of sexual.
Oh yeah,
this this whole thing is very sensual. All the
Oh,
Nightbreed
yeah.
are very sensual.
the horniest monsters.
Yeah, they really like the guys. Like there goes neighbor.
Yeah,
and
and
he
like,
sticks
and
out
they're
his
just
things, and
and
he's like,
and they're like creepily like.
yeah, the one
following
girl does her like
behind.
little like sexy dance.
yeah,
Yeah,
she
and then she's-
seduces the
yeah,
guy with the
yeah.
porcupine.
Yeah,
thing.
porcupine.
I guess, but
No,
Are you offended?
He's just
No.
it's
I think that's really random.
No,
I would have
it's just
never
what he
thought
said.
that.
Don't worry, that guy's movies don't fucking make any sense either.
it just it's what he saw.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I saw it too, because I had to rewatch the end before this podcast because I was like, man, for the life of me, I don't know what the fucking end of this movie is. And I saw this movie 3 times this year, and I still can't remember like plot points. So, and I just read that, and so he kills.
I forget shit.
He kills Decker with the sword that's already inside him,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he like thrusts into
Yeah.
him like 3 times, and he like throws him. And I was like, yeah, he's right.
I mean, I can see it.
Oh yeah, and
I don't
it doesn't
necessarily
make
know
any-
if I
it doesn't
think
When I was
that.
watching
make
it, I didn't
sense
think that.
No, it doesn't make sense plot wise.
Did it make you remember Little Monsters?
the creatures?
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
I think so.
I didn't think about that,
Yeah.
but yeah. I know what
It's
you
a
mean.
spin-off, right?
Yeah.
But no, like okay.
Clive Barker's Little Monsters.
Another weak part is like I think Boone's like creature design was like it's even
Yeah.
boring.
It's kinda
yeah,
lazy.
boring.
Like-
yeah,
I don't have a
These are
issue
like-
with it. It's like Buffy-ish.
yeah. It just like
I
everyone looked cool.
But
as
he's
fuck,
the main.
and he
He's
just
the
looked-
main
and he
one.
just
You
had,
think
like,
they would
scratches
be
on his
a
face.
little more to it.
I know what you're saying,
But
but
I
he's
think
the
they
main
wanted to
character
see
who's
his, like-
going into a more extraordinary world.
And they
That-
wanted to make his like face recognizable, I'm sure, or
Yeah.
something. I don't know, but still, it
Imagine
was-
marketing for whatever Foothead or whatever.
Well,
what do you want to call? What do you want to call that guy?
Chinhead,
I would've-
double
Chinhead.
chinhead.
If I
Chinhead's
was the
perfect.
studio-
Moonhead is good too.
the studio execs, I would have been like, "You guys want to see some horny monsters? Pay $5, you get a ticket to see these horny little monsters fight rednecks in Canada or something."
What do you call the monsters in Hellraiser?
Cenobites.
Cenobites.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could be in this movie.
Oh yeah.
I guess there's books
Torturing
called the Nightbreed Chronicles too. I didn't know.
Torturing
Like
these-
novels or these
Also,
the
yeah.
comics?
Oh man, the flashback scenes are shot so sick too. Like, of like when like the Nightbreed and humans first like met, and it's all these like torture scenes. Of, like,
Okay. yeah.
Oh,
oh man, it's so sick.
I barely remember them.
It's so cool. It's like these cool panning shots with like smoke and fire behind them, and like huge humans with like cloaks and like capes, like smashing like Nightbreed's heads with like sledgehammers and like throwing them in fires and stuff. It's really awesome.
That is awesome. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I'm
it has a very like Hellraiser-esque look to it.
in
too.
my imagination, I see like deserty landscape and smoke, like
Oh,
a
yeah,
fog
like a
machine
brown
going across
tint.
the
Yep,
screen.
yep.
Is that
That's
what
what it was, and there's, like,
okay.
it looks like-
medievalish.
yeah, it looks
Okay.
medievalish. They're wearing like medieval like garb and stuff.
Okay.
It's interesting that the producers got pissed off at Clive Barker, said that this one never worked because the monsters are looked upon as the good guys in a way.
That's why it's interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the unique point about the movie, especially at that time, because I can't think of anything like that you.
I can think of a lot
Little
of things in
monsters.
society right
Frankenstein.
now.
Okay, yeah.
All the like a lot of monster movies.
Yeah,
are,
but
like,
doesn't Frankenstein kill a little girl?
on accident?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
playing
she's
with her.
picking
And
flowers.
she
Yeah.
and he like she wants to swim and
With
he
a
throws her in the
monster
pond or
squad.
something. So like I mean I know what you're talking about though.
It's cool.
In the mainstream.
Frankenstein's not mainstream.
Yeah.
It's
what?
so
I
mainstream.
know, I know what you're talking about.
it's a distortion of perception.
yeah, the anti-hero type of feel. Yeah. So what would you give this, Nick?
4.5.
How about you, Jordan?
3.5.
Ben?
3.5.
I think my last review of it was a 4, so I'd give it a 4.5. Or excuse me, 4 out of 5. Because the first time I watched it, I gave it a 3, but I saw more things I enjoyed in it. But
I won't. I always come back to it, even
Yeah.
just like looking into it.
Yeah,
just
I
throw it
think I've
on.
watched it. I think this
Yeah.
is the second time this year I've
yeah,
watched it.
it's
too.
just fun to watch.
That's not too long either, really.
I
Or
think
is it?
Borderline is
it's
too
2
long,
hours, I think, but it feels long.
You
to tell you
could
the
put
truth.
some world building stuff to make stuff feel like
Yeah.
it matters
See,
more.
I
and
don't.
be really
Yeah, like we were
effective, I
talking.
think.
I don't know if it needs to be shorter or if it needs to be longer.
Well, in its current form, story wise, you could cut a lot of the fight
Yeah.
scene and
Oh,
make
yeah.
it shorter.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
could also you could still cut that and add more mythology,
like-
more world building.
like,
Because
Why are the cops listening to this fucking crazy doctor who happens
who's
to
clearly creepy
who
and
happens
psychotic.
to disappear every couple like hours and like murder somebody? And then it's like, oh look, there's a murder over here.
I know
It-
it blows my mind.
Yeah.
But you,
and his
Why
fake
didn't-
name,
yeah, we didn't-
Curtis.
we didn't
thought that
talk
was
about nerd tough guy cop.
Oh,
What's his-
yeah, he had like this like S&M like vibe too. Like he has like a
Oh, I
Is that
didn't
the
even
guy
think
with
about
like
that.
the gold silver tooth or whatever.
he's like the
He
sheriff
is a
or
mo-
something.
Yeah,
and he
he's
has, like-
Captain Lieber
Yeah,
or something.
and
the
he-
one with the priest at the end.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And
He
he
hates the
He
priest.
captures Boone and like, or no, he captures Boone and
Yeah, he
beats
puts him in
up
jail.
and
he also beats up the
and
priest.
he has like these big S&M boots on. At least I picture it in my head right now, and like he's like beating him. And
yeah,
it's
he
just, like,
recruits the town to invade Midian, basically, to get rid of those.
That's
It's
what I'm
literally
talking
a
about. It's
redneck
like
perspective.
It's so easy for everyone to get into Midian. It just feels like
yeah.
anyone could just wander into that.
It sounds like
cemetery.
they've.
I'm bad.
It sounds like
Like-
people have known about it for a long time. This is just stuff that's like a little bit like laying underneath.
Yeah,
You
'cause
know what
that
I
one-
mean?
The the shop owner knows about Midian and how like they're
Yeah, he's like
dead
they're
or
finally
something.
they're gonna find
Yeah.
him finally
Yeah.
and stuff, and that stuff could have they could have done a little bit more with that, and maybe we'd be more emotionally engaged.
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna take a break and try to make Nick go to Midian. So we'll be back.
Okay, the second movie that we're going to be talking about is Nosferatu the Vampyre. It was written and directed by Werner Herzog, released in 1979, stars Klaus Kinski, Isabel Adjani, and Bruno Ganz. The plot synopsis is a remake of the 1922 silent film Jonathan and Lucy live in Wismar, and the Count wants a house there. Varna is a port on the Black Sea close to Dracula's castle. Rotten Tomatoes score of 94% and an average rating of 8.1 out of 10. Why do you are baffled by every rating that I give?
Every episode he's just like,
No.
And then every episode he says, wait, did you read the plot?
No,
Yes, I just read the
that
plot.
has nothing to do with you. I'm questioning society for giving the movie a 94%.
yeah, dude.
Jesus Christ.
What's up with society, dude?
Yeah.
Okay, well, why are you so surprised by the score?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because...
Because you were interrupted. I couldn't hear.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What was the score?
94% of Rotten Tomatoes and an average rating of 8.1 out of 10.
You're going to give Nightbreed, whatever, a 30?
36.
36, and you're going to give Nosferatu?
They're not the same movie.
Wow. No shit.
Oh, my God.
That's apparent. That's apparent.
This is clearly a bias from you why you're saying that.
Okay. Just based on
This is
Jordan
clearly...
rolled his eyes so hard.
Go ahead.
Okay, so clearly, if we're just basing it on a fucking director's control of a movie, Werner Herzog would have got 100%, and Clive Barker, horny ass Clive Barker, would have got a fucking 15.
Hold on, we just literally drilled holes all through Nightbreed, even though we liked it.
Go ahead.
Now please drill a hole through this.
All right.
Yeah, what was your?
I want to know.
Why didn't
I
you
want to
like
know.
it? Do you not like it?
No, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it.
Well, let me hear. What do you think?
Dude, the acting was horrible. Horrific.
Well,
Nobody agrees with
I
you.
don't.
Nobody
think so.
agrees with me?
I would.
Then
I think
would
your
hope
main
not.
problem
get
is
me
the
out
ADR.
there right now and fucking put a four barrel shotgun.
I
like
think
in
your
Phantasm
problem is
and
the
fucking blow
dub.
my
Your
brain
problem
off.
is with the dub, probably.
Maybe because that. You know what? You might be right.
I think
It's not dubbed. It's his voice.
That's his voice, dude.
I mean, the ADR. Going
It's an
over.
overlaying track.
Dude, his
okay?
line delivery is fucking awful.
Who?
Oh my God, he's
Kinski.
so
Bruno
fucking.
gang.
he's
I
like-
think Klaus Kinski is the best part of
What?
Klaus Kinski is. He's literally.
Dude, it's so fucking bad.
He's so good. At
I was watching it at 7 o'clock Saturday morning, and I was literally my girlfriend was asleep in the other room. I was trying so hard not to react to how fucking awful.
I thought you were talking about Bruno Ganz.
No, his acting was fucking terrible too. He was like, "Oh, I have to go to Transylvania." Dude, it's the worst shit I've ever fucking seen. I swear to God, you put me in there. I swear to God.
Whoa, shut up.
Throw me in, coach. I'm ready
Shut
to
up.
fucking
Calm
play.
down.
Calm down.
We're probably fucking peaking so bad. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I want to hear some legitimate. What do you think about their characterizations? And you can't make fun of people because they're foreign, because that does not count.
That's not why I'm making fun of
Well,
him.
that's what you just fucking did, dude. Now let me hear you give a legitimate criticism right now.
You want me to give a legitimate criticism?
Yeah. What? How did he not represent that character?
How did he not?
Kinski, yeah.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to fucking play today because I will play Nosferatu better than that dope kid.
Oh,
Give it to us right now.
Oh, this is the shit he did. Oh my God,
Dude,
it's
he
like I was fucking dying inside, waiting for him to complete his line. Dude, it took so long.
so good in it.
Dude, he looked good, but that's the only fucking thing. And that's the movie looked great.
So,
the movie
okay.
looked great.
Okay, you gave David Cronenberg a shining fucking star for
I'll
his.
give him a gold medal.
how about it?
You know what I mean? Cold, like.
But that was the
bland-ass
point. That was
performance.
wasn't that the point?
Who knows?
What do you mean? The point was
What
bland.
do you know about Klaus Kinski's point?
I don't know shit.
He's a
and
sad,
I don't want to know
lonely
shit.
fucking vampire.
Good for him. He's horny as hell
do you
too.
not-
Well, every horror movie is horny.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think about his character? What does he mean to you? What does he represent? What does he want?
All seriously, all joking aside, his character doesn't mean a goddamn thing to me, and I'll tell you why.
No, I'm not asking what. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. What does his character want in the movie? Like, what do you think
It's horny
his
as
motive?
fuck.
He wants love.
Yeah, he wants
And not to be
It-
lonely.
literally,
anymore.
as soon as he
He's
sees
trapped.
the picture,
He feels trapped.
as soon
Death
as he's-
follows him.
Yeah.
There's literally like.
Well, he wants to die pretty much because he's been alive for so fucking long.
Exactly.
Maybe,
There's
yeah. Yeah,
goon
he
that
did say
follows him everywhere. Gloom and death,
Plagues.
plagues him.
There was some cool
And actual
I like
play.
Yeah.
I like some of the writing and the script, the writing of the script in this movie. There was some cool,
Man, when
sweet,
Klaus
uh,
Good lines.
Good
right?
lines, yeah.
When Klaus Kinski sees Bruno Ganz cut
I think
blood
that
from the
part
cut,
is scary.
it is terrifying.
Yeah.
He is lit like I've never seen a movie where a person lusts or needs something so bad in my life.
I might think this is like one of his best role. I don't know. I need to watch more of him
I haven't,
because
I've seen something.
I-
Watch fucking Basic Instinct.
Klaus Kinski's in Basic.
No.
no. What's he in?
What do they need? They need.
What is
What the
he's-
fuck are you talking
He's
about?
in a pretty regular American
so
movie.
I
Watch
was
Fatal
so
Attraction.
confused.
You never saw something need something more in their life.
Oh my
They
god!
fucking need sex in that movie, baby.
No,
That's a good movie.
no.
I think this is one of the best horror performances of all time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Of
yes.
all
You
time.
didn't say this shit on Saturday when I talked to
Yeah,
you.
because he was saving it for right now.
Save it.
Yeah.
So he's so good in it.
I think he is probably the best Dracula.
I'm
that there
blown
has
away.
been.
I'm blown
Now
away.
wait
I
a
fucking
minute here.
back you up on that.
Now
I'll
wait
back
a
you.
second
Hell yeah,
here.
Benny.
Now wait a second here.
What?
I don't believe you that you think
All right.
that.
Okay, would you
Tell
say
me why.
Who would you say?
Fucking
Like
It depends on what you're looking for as far as
Bon
the Dracula
Jovi.
character.
yeah.
Jovi.
No, yeah.
Bon Jovi.
Like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Bela
not Bon
Lugosi.
Jovi.
Bela Lugosi is
Bela
good.
Lugosi's an idiot.
He's good, and he's like,
he's the one that
it's iconic, but it's a different,
Yeah,
it's a
it's
different
not good, though.
portrayal of
It's funny
that
because
kind
this
of.
one is still like there's like a romantic element to it,
Gary
but
Oldman's
it's
damn
also
good as Dracula.
very grim and kind of like it looks like he's deteriorating after so many years. You know what I mean? So it kind of like combines those two elements, and it's really unlike nothing else I've seen.
it's so fucking good.
It literally like the atmosphere. The storytelling is phenomenal.
Hell,
And
some of the
it's-
shots reminded me of a fucking Terrence Malick movie.
I agree.
Is that
And I
bad?
like that.
Okay,
No,
I didn't
no.
know if that was a
Aesthetically, I like this movie.
Okay, I agree with that point, but I do think that he was trying. It was grimmer than anything. It wasn't like I can understand like the camera movement or like
Actually, I don't think it's anything like a Terrence Malick movie. It's like a Werner Herzog movie, which you probably really
for sure. But I can see why he can connect those
because it has
dots.
nature.
No,
Very-
there's
very
really
much nature.
I can
landscapes.
totally see the Terrence Malick comparison
See, I didn't
I
see
really
that.
do.
I didn't see that.
without a doubt. I have no
Jack
like the way
Reacher. He should stick to.
the way he moves around
You
like
say dumbass shit when we're trying to actually just.
Go ahead.
the way he moves around like structures or like simple things like a bridge is just very it just reminds
Oh,
me
yeah.
so much. You know what I mean? He'll like follow a rail or just like slowly lean into it. Lingers a little bit. It doesn't move as much, and it's obviously not trying to be pretty in that way.
Oh,
you know what
it's
I mean?
fucking-
Yeah.
the whole movie is like haunting.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Seriously, if you want to buy my record, go for it of the score, and if you want to buy my Blu-ray, go
How much-
for it.
I'll buy
What
your
made
Blu-ray.
you buy the record?
What made me buy the
honestly?
record?
'Cause it's
Because
a-
If you
it's
if
Mondo.
you hadn't heard of it,
it was Mondo.
it was
Is it?
Waxwork.
Because it was Waxwork / Mondo, and I thought it was going to be good.
Okay, I'll buy it for
I
you.
think-
How
But
much?
why would
I
you
think the
spend
record
like?
is good. I
Why
think
would
the
you spend
soundtrack is-
$40?
The score's pretty.
Holy
like,
shit!
Yes, it's not bad.
Oh my god, I got the
Fucking
I
thought the
liked it.
score
I
was
definitely.
awful.
dude. It had Wagner's. I don't know how to pronounce his.
It could
the
have
fucking-
Chopin. I don't give a shit who it is.
Oh.
It's terrible.
The music swells in this
Yes.
movie to
It has-
the point
it has
that
Wagner's
like,
Gospel that's also in the New World, and that's one of my favorite
Okay.
fucking movements of like all time. It's so good, and it's reoccurring throughout the movie. It's when he first goes up to Dracula's house, and it's that
Right.
fucking like that growing music, and he opens the door and
It's
it
like
stops.
this
Yeah.
shitty grow, and then it.
that's
just gets
actually
much
amazing.
worse.
Fuck
when
you.
he's about to open the door and we see
It's
Count
so-
Dracula for the first time,
Yeah.
and it like everything he's been working for just changes.
That was
Second
cool.
the second you see him.
That was
Like,
cool
the
when you
second you
first
see
see
him,
him.
yeah.
Okay, so the
Oh.
last movie you talked about, only thing it truly had was like like energy and atmosphere.
Yeah.
That's really what pushes that movie.
Right.
Do you agree with this?
I agree. I totally agree.
Okay.
That I liked the atmosphere that this
Okay.
movie gives,
Yeah.
and I liked the shot. I can't complain about a single shot in the whole movie.
It's a beautiful fucking
Yeah.
movie.
Okay, wait a minute. I will say one thing though that didn't make any sense. The scene where all the pigs and shit are. Did I miss something?
The
at
town
that part?
in the town square.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking like spoon feed.
Are the rats?
It's
chasing them around or what or something.
Death follows him. It's
the
like
rats
there's a
bring
plague
the
going
plague,
on.
Yeah, it's the
and people get
plague.
sick,
Yeah,
and people
yeah.
are just going insane from this plague.
Okay.
Black cat just hopped in.
Okay.
And what about the little kitty part?
In the beginning?
The little kitties in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a problem with that?
I can't even.
It's the first shot of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that.
I think the opening is awesome with the mummies with the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those shots are very cool.
Lingers on it for a long
Yeah.
time.
Like Cave of Forgotten.
I thought his
Yes.
death
Or-
sequence was really cool.
Oh yeah.
Because I had to rewind it because I was like,
The way
I didn't realize the sun was what got him at the
Yeah.
end.
the way
Have you never seen a Dracula movie?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But like Ian said, it doesn't really spoon feed
No.
you what's going on because
It-
normally they burn up.
Yeah,
But
man.
in this
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
he like
Yeah.
asphyxiates. In a way
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
And I
yeah,
think
the sun's on him and he's like, ugh.
when Harker turns into a vampire at the end, is that how all the other ones are? Because I can't really remember him turning into
Does
a
he in
vampire.
Bram Stoker's Dracula? Does Keanu Reeves turn?
I can't remember.
I can't remember. I need to rewatch
I don't
that.
know too much.
I haven't seen that in a
Dracula
long time.
lore. Yeah,
I mean,
don't
I've
remember.
seen
I don't
all
either, 'cause
I've
you know
seen
what? I
all
don't
these
really give a
movies,
shit
but I
about
don't know.
Dracula.
I think it's definitely like when you can. Yeah, like I would say that, but when you work in like that emotional touch, I think it's a great story of
Dude.
that like, that loneliness,
The human-
sad Dracula
human
shit
side.
is good. Yeah.
This is
But it
so
also
much
can
more
be
emotionally
done
engaging than
bad.
Nightbreed.
yeah.
So Nick's favorite
Yeah,
Dracula
I get
is
what you're saying. Well, you
Jonathan
really care
Rhys
about Moonhead.
Myers.
I care more about fucking Moonhead than their line delivery in this because that is what I'm. That's what I was
I think
pissed
your
about.
issue is you care more about what you're looking at, and if it's not in a bat suit, you won't like
Oh,
it.
that's a whole other
And-
episode, baby. I was gonna bring that up, but I.
And
chose not
also, what you care, you don't feel movies. It seems you just want to like what you
to.
see.
I feel.
Did you feel this one?
I think
Nope.
this movie's like mesmerizing.
I agree.
It was so mesmerizing that I kept pressing triangle on my PlayStation 3 remote, going up to time options to see how
PlayStation
long
3.
left I had in it.
You have a PlayStation 3.
Yeah, I was watching on my PS3. But no, I was seeing how long left I had in the runtime. Just
Dude, it's like an hour and 40 minutes.
I know.
I do
It's
think
a slow. It's
I do
slow.
think it's yeah.
I do
but
think
that's
it
like
gets a
build.
little long in the second half.
But I think
Like when
it's
when he
definitely
returns.
intentional. I think it's intentional.
Intentionally annoying.
It's
Why?
an intentional like slow move to this like growing insanity in
Yeah.
that town center.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
get what you're saying.
without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everything. Like
I love the fucking little like I love Harker's boss. Is Harker the
Oh
main
my
guy?
the
god,
crazy
dude!
guy?
I'm glad you brought him
Dude,
up.
he's
I couldn't.
he's so good.
he's insane.
Dude,
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man,
Like he knew the whole time what was
Oh,
going to
God, I
happen.
wanted to punch him in the.
Yeah, he
fucking
comes
head
up
every
and
time
says-
he
calls
laughed.
him master.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. It's so
And
funny.
he brushes them off,
the
and
girl, I love how it fucking switches perspectives.
Did you think she was? I think she poorly acted too. I'm not even just saying that. I'm seriously being honest.
I don't think so.
I
think
didn't.
she
I
was
honestly did not notice any bad acting.
What?
I didn't.
I don't
It
think
didn't really like come to me when I was watching
it's
it.
fitting.
Yeah, I noticed like the bad
What did
dialogue.
I miss here?
I think your issue is honestly that you're not used to watching old,
I don't know. It was
not American-made
terrible.
movies.
Like they're completely unrelated. The movie I watched after that day, the girl in the train. The acting, I thought about it. I'm like, man, the acting in this movie is leaps and
They're
bounds
different
better.
classes of acting.
I guess you're right. Yeah, I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, the acting was so fucking bad.
I feel
Nosferatu.
like Nosferatu's more theatrical feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It feels like theater.
Yeah.
For sure.
I guess.
And
yeah.
I feel like
I didn't think of it
girls
that way when I was watching it. Though.
Yeah. I mean, you don't. Yeah.
It just works. You know what I mean? All these elements come together to make us so emotionally engaged. Man, those shots of
Every
Klaus
shot is
Kinski close up when he's just like
When he's
preying
in-
on
yes.
victims are just phenomenal. The lighting is extraordinary.
And the sound. The sound.
Yeah.
This is what makes this version more scary than the silent film. I think is like the sound.
Yeah.
I like it more than the silent version.
I
too.
never saw the silent
Me
version.
too.
The silent version has my man Matt
I've heard
Shrek.
somebody compare.
Shrek is awesome.
I've heard somebody
he's good.
compare.
Oh, he's awesome in Batman Returns. Go ahead.
I forget who. They compared Klaus Kinski to a different actor than Max Shrek, and I can't remember who it was, but I wish I could because it was it was very interesting.
Not sure.
Bela Lugosi.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I don't think it was a Dracula. It was
Okay.
like a actor's persona that he was channeling somebody else entirely, and I thought it was a real interesting point.
So I mean, this movie is, I guess, pretty low. Like, is really low budget, and I think it's still like the sets and the atmosphere and everything else is
See, I wouldn't have
production
guessed that
is-
it was low budget.
is super believable.
Dude, he makes his movies with nothing.
He just goes to these places.
He just goes
Okay.
and he shoots.
Oh man, like he was talking about how like he didn't want to shoot in like he never wants to do studios because he says like places give
he likes
have
on
energy.
location. Yeah.
He says it gives actors energy. He
It's fraudulent. It's phony.
he has this feel of like he has this like this humbling idea of like from nature. So there's all this whole like
Yeah, in a way, it's like the antithesis of Terrence Malick because
yeah.
he finds nature like brutal,
Yeah,
and
and
like and it will destroy
sexual
you,
and scary
yeah, and Terrence Malick thinks it's
godly and beautiful,
inspiring
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
So there's definitely. Yeah, they're polar opposites, but
Right.
you can still feel that in this movie.
without
all
it.
the environments are just. I feel like they're coming down on the actors. Surrounded by these huge rocks or wrapped around with these fast-moving rivers. It's they're great to. It's great to look at.
I
And
thought-
it was a 16-person crew. Which
Was
is,
it?
Yeah. So.
I thought the one shot of like it was a nature shot with all the fog and like the trees and stuff. It reminded me of the Wolves in the Throne Room, like kind of
Yeah.
aesthetic.
Well, there's a great shot that reminded me of something else, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Of, what was the main actress's character's name? Lucy.
Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy.
She's like sitting on something like on a bench like overlooking a cliff or something like that, and it reminded me. I don't know what it, but it looked so. It's just a beautiful, beautiful movie. And like you said earlier, the lighting is so fucking good. There's that scene when he walks in front of like the house. I think it's Harker's house, or maybe it's Dracula's new house. But there's like this huge, huge shadow on this building, and he's walking by it with like he's carrying what are those things that coffins? That
Yeah,
When
when
he's
He's moving his
Yeah,
coffin.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
The way this movie looks is phenomenal. The way it moves is phenomenal.
Yep.
It's perfectly paced.
The scene when she walks through the townspeople and they're having like this weird like dance party.
They're celebrating the end of the. They're
Yeah,
we have so little time left. We might as well enjoy
it's
it.
so like it's
Oh,
just
yeah,
pure
yeah.
insanity. It's awesome. I love it. I really love this movie.
Well, if you love it so much, then put your
Why don't you
words
marry
where
it?
your mouth is, and let's hear what you'd rate it.
Well, before I want to, last week I knew we were doing this, so I rewatched re-listened to the Werner Herzog Mark Maron podcast,
Okay.
and this sort of works with like this movie. It ends with Werner Herzog talking about Roger Ebert, and he just said it made me like so emotional. I was getting groceries, and he talks about how like Roger was he's at like the peak of his illness, and he knew he wasn't gonna like survive.
Yeah.
And he just talks about how he just tells Werner Herzog just to like read, and he says kids should go out and dig holes.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's just so fucking
Kids should
good.
go out and dig holes.
It's so Werner Herzog, and it's so Roger Ebert.
Yeah.
And it's such a fucking like.
That is one of the sad things because Roger Ebert was such a champion of Werner Herzog.
Oh, he was.
And I feel like we don't see him in that light anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He still releases
Lots
movies
of
all
movies.
the time.
But there's
so-
definitely like a different light.
right.
you
We
know?
don't have that person to champion movies like My Son,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
Bad Lieutenant.
Like
you know?
he's just sort of seen as like this weirdo.
Yeah,
And
he's like
that's
an
it.
obscure
And
filmmaker.
like unfortunately, he's like turning into a meme.
Did he make My Son?
What have you done? Yes.
Yeah, David Lynch produced it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, he's like kind of turning into a meme. Like
Yeah, his
you know,
voice.
he's have this guy talk about emojis.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I will fucking click every Werner
I
Herzog
love
link. You
yeah.
know what I mean? This movie made me want to watch more because I feel like I've seen a chunk of his movies, but I mean he has 66 something movies.
Yeah.
Where like I love his shorts. This movie made me want to see more. So put my money where my mouth is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I'm not gonna say it's perfect,
4.5.
but it's definitely fucking better than Power Ranger Nightbreed shit.
Okay.
Power Ranger Nightbreed. That's funny. What about you, Nick?
Give it a 2. And like I said, my vinyl from
Is up for
Waxwork
sale.
Records is up for sale, and so is the Scream Factory Blu-ray.
I'll buy the Blu-ray if you.
Yeah, if Jordan
if it's
doesn't, I will.
legitimately priced.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
What about you, Ben?
I'd give it a 3.5. I waver between 3 and 3.5, but it is. It looks so good. I think it's acted. What?
You know what?
Why did
That's
you, like,
bullshit.
Why
Yeah.
did you scoff?
Because you right before we did this, you're like, I'm wavering between good or bad or whatever.
He was
Doesn't sound
wavering.
like
Talking
between
about
his
what?
pick. He was
I
wavering.
was not talking about the movie
He was
at all.
wavering about his pick for next week.
My mistake.
Nick the
You-
Fool.
My mistake.
A constant theme.
My mistake.
Nick likes to comment about every single thing I say, no matter what
Well,
it is.
Well, you have this fucking thing where I'll talk to you and you'll be like, Jordan fucking hated this movie, and I'll be like, Jordan, what do you think? And you're like, I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was good.
Oh,
And
of course.
No,
And-
you
but
do.
always
You do
take-
do that.
You
No.
always take as
You take
him
it
going,
such an
Yeah,
extreme.
it's okay. As that's fucking garbage.
Well, lately
Because
he and I have been on the same page.
that's
like
you
if
know,
I give
great.
something a
Certainly not on this
3,
movie.
apparently it's not good.
So,
What?
Officially, Ben gave it a 3.5.
Yes.
All right.
I ended
Yeah,
up
so it's
on
not that
three and
Nick,
a
bad.
half.
and Nick gave it a
2.
3.5 is like a good movie.
Yeah,
that
2.
You would probably
Yeah.
revisit.
It's like, for me, it's something I liked. It was slow. It took a little
For
bit
sure.
to get into.
It's not Ben's cup of tea, but he enjoyed
Yeah.
it. Yeah. And Nick gave it a what? A 2.
Yeah.
Like a fucking
lame brain,
like a
like,
fucking
bullshit movie.
Payless shoe.
Yeah, like yeah.
2. All right. Jordan, what did you?
I'm probably a 4. I would
Okay.
say leaning towards 4.5, but probably a 4.
Yeah.
I think it's a fantastic movie.
What did you give Nightbreed?
3.5.
Okay. all
I
right.
think it's significantly
and
better than
according-
Nightbreed.
Yeah. Oh, for
But
sure.
Yeah,
It's
ratings.
It's
not-
a big half star.
Ratings
Yeah,
are
between-
whatever because they.
Oh, ratings
it
don't
doesn't
make
mean
sense to me.
anything.
My,
Yeah.
my ratings don't fucking make sense.
My ratings make sense.
No.
Yeah, they do.
No,
What?
yeah,
All right.
they do. Okay.
Well, let's hear it. Why?
They make sense. They follow a fucking pattern. If you look back on my letterbox, buddy, you will.
We're gonna
Go
have
ahead.
some fun right now.
Go ahead.
Evidence. We
Go
have
ahead.
Evidence. What's your letterbox name?
Nick Creekbaum.
It's just Nick Creekbaum. So
I'm
if
pretty
you want to
sure.
fucking call him out,
Go ahead and call me
please
out.
do.
I don't give a fuck.
Please email us
Yeah, look at
his
that, Mary.
contradictions at anotherlookpod@gmail.com.
oh man,
Go ahead.
Go
It's
ahead.
all one word. Nick Creekbaum with a K.
What are you thinking about for next time,
Yeah,
Ben?
Ben, tell us.
Okay, so I was taught. This is what Nick was referring to earlier. That I was not sure what I was gonna do, but he assumed that meant about Nosferatu.
He also thought Hillary Clinton said, "I'm going to grab him by the pussy."
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, the first one will be a slasher movie from the 80s called Tourist Trap, which is
Okay,
on
cool.
Shudder. And
Never
then,
saw it.
okay, and for the second one, I have decided that we'll be talking about House or Hasu from Hulu Plus.
What the hell is that?
It's a Japanese horror movie.
Okay.
It's on Hulu Plus.
Can
It's
I
a
watch the-
Criterion collection.
Can I watch the other one? That
Nope.
House, the 1986 one.
Nope.
The fuck is this shitty movie?
Ooh, this is going to be an interesting
One with
episode.
Well, the one with Kimuku Ikijami. That one.
Yep.
The not rated one. God
Yep.
damn it.
Okay, let me just say that this
Why
horror
would
movie.
you pick this out of everything?
You
This
you
whole-
helped me decide because I had a few choices.
Tell me what your choices were.
No, it's not relevant to the
Tell me
to
off air.
listener. Yeah, I'll tell you off, Mike.
this is
Damn it.
So if you fucking
That's okay because it's only an hour and 29 minutes.
oh yeah, it's pure.
You
Pure me, pure my time.
It is
pure my
super
style, baby.
inspirational.
Yeah.
Super inspirational.
Two other horror movies is what I
Speaking
mean.
to the mic,
That's
dude.
what I.
Super
Yeah,
inspirational.
what the fuck are
Sorry,
you
not-
looking
We'll
at?
see.
It inspired many
I'm
horror.
looking at House right now.
Future.
Buddy.
Yeah.
I have it on Criterion.
Do
if
you?
Yeah, if you're curious.
I've got a couple things on Criterion too.
Like
Does
what?
it make me?
Probably unopened in plastic.
Yep, probably.
Like the Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
No,
Fake
I
crit.
do have that. I do have that, and I got it for the.
Where'd you get
in
it
the
from?
$5
Bargain
bin?
bin.
Bargain
Well,
bin.
Does it have the blue top? The
Bargain
blue
Bin
Blu-ray?
Chronicles. Maybe they could borrow it and they could.
They could.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So
we'll see how this shit show goes next month.
So you
or
thought
next week.
you thought it's so funny because he was so stoked for this month. 'cause
Yeah,
he's
I was like, I
"Remember
own
He thought
this.
I was in
horror
his fucking
movies?"
pocket.
Yeah, I thought-
I
I
know what I'm
thought-
talking about.
This is fucking.
I thought so,
hilarious.
and then it got shitty.
So
And we had Nosferatu
And
the
see-
Vampire and House.
yeah,
I
That
thought
is
so, and then it
fucking-
immediately.
yeah.
I thought
Ben
so,
is
and then
killing it.
immediately the mood got shitty.
Well, guess what?
And
He's
you're already dismissing it, which is bullshit because you're not going to watch it in a fair light.
no.
I'll watch it in a fair light.
Yeah,
Unlike-
I'll be like having
fucking
to,
right.
I'll have to look up, down and up like a million times when I'm watching it just to and figure out what the fuck's going on.
Grow
Unlike
up,
you,
buddy.
Ben's actually trying to see new things. and
Yes,
expand
I
his movie
haven't-
taste.
Is he?
I have
Okay.
not seen that. I've
I-
seen
I've
Tourist
never
Trap.
seen it
I'm gonna
either.
go
I've
home
heard
and
so
watch
much about
Batman
it.
Returns.
I wouldn't be surprised if everybody hated this movie. I also wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if
I
people
I
liked it a
tried to
lot.
watch it before and I turned it off, but not because I didn't like it, because I wasn't in the mood.
It's a very
or
st-
Nick
it's
probably
it's
came
very
over
weird.
and
very
interrupted.
weird. Yeah,
Came and interrupted it.
it's like a mixture of Scooby Doo, Evil Dead, and Tim
great.
and Eric.
Scooby fucking doo. Whoop dee doo.
You like worse. So
Do I?
oh, for a fact.
You do watch Batman over and over and over and over and over again.
Yes, I do.
You fucking sound like Scooby Doo.
Hell, I didn't even log it on my letterbox the last time I watched it because I was ashamed.
Yeah,
You should be ashamed.
You should be.
Watch
ashamed.
something new.
No.
Don't yell.
I heard it peak.
Hey, literally last week he told me I'm so sick of watching everything. Apparently, he's watched Batman since then.
If you notice on my letterbox,
get a
everything
fucking
says
life.
rewatched,
Christ.
rewatched because I've seen it all.
Yeah,
Get
'cause-
a
'cause
fucking
you have
life.
Like, you have like this, you have like a disorder where you have to have like watch these like fucking like comfortable movies that you've seen a million times.
I'm gonna ask Sadie tonight.
I think
Hey, what do you
it's-
want to watch tonight? You
wanna
want to watch Batman Returns?
What do you want to watch?
Have
honey?
her watch House Sue.
She doesn't want to watch that shit. She's actually smart.
I honestly think it has something to do with his inability to pay attention during a movie. So
Really?
he needs to watch
Oh,
something
yeah,
that's
yeah,
familiar.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So he can.
He did- no objection, just fucking his
Little
tongue
he-
hanging
he's
out.
starting to do some little Nightbreed shit
Yeah,
over
he's
there.
turning.
Wait to see The Accountant tomorrow night, baby. Woo.
All right, until we fucking put our listeners to sleep by that stupid ass movie. Thanks for listening. Keep another looking. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
please
yeah.
send feedback to anotherlookpod
Yeah,
at
please.
gmail.com or rate us, subscribe, and listen on iTunes.
Thumbs me up.
Libsyn, Google
Thumbs me
Play,
up. Comment
And
down
check
below.
out the Evil Clown Survival Guide coming out on ebook.
Halloween.
Book Amazon.
Amazon. I can't read it because I don't have a Kindle, but oh well, I'm still gonna buy it for $5.
You can read
$4
it.
actually.
You can read it on
What
your
a
I'll
steal.
let you borrow my Kindle.
He'll sign
Can't
it.
even buy a Lunchable for $4.